hobby, one big question is brought up and argued over all the time. Is the hobby dying? Today in this video, I will present many takes and perspectives on this topic, and what I think. First, let's lay down a little history. As many know, this hobby has gone through its stages. It started as a niche hobby for the elite and wealthy. Eventually, electric model trains started to find themselves in the hands of the rest of us. Toy train manufacturers like Lionel and American Flyer, model train manufacturers like Varney and Rivarossi, provided options for everyone. In the mid-1950s, America fell out of love with the railroads, and instead of train sets being on wish lists, slot cars and space-age toys became more desirable. Model railroads still endured. The thought of building your own rail empire has always been intriguing. Through the advent of electronic toys and the internet, toy trains had even more competition. The trains adapted and changed, and still capture the fascination of people to this day. Now, to answer the big question, is the hobby dying? Some would say no. I would say I am more among that crowd. If you are in the right places, you will find active younger members of the hobby. And while 30 or 40 is considered younger in this hobby, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about tweens, teens, and people in their 20s. I am living evidence of this, obviously being a younger member and very much invested. The internet has become the new hub of the hobby. People can share their projects, reviews, tips, and tricks faster and easier than ever before. There are people who one could almost call influencers, who help get people interested. I can say with certainty, I would not be as interested in model trains if it weren't for videos on YouTube. On the other side of the coin, some people say yes when asked if the hobby is dying. From that perspective, it makes sense. Generally, those who have this viewpoint are older or long-time hobbyists. They do things how they've been done in the past. You don't see that many young people contributing to magazines or on obscure forums. Model railroad clubs are frequented by older members, but sometimes younger members feel uncomfortable there because of the sometimes unaccepting tone. Older members might discredit a younger member's perspective, or nitpick. I have heard these statements directed towards me, such as, "Your passenger cars are in the wrong order," or "That freight car was built long after those engines were scrapped," or "Your caboose is on the wrong way." And I can see how someone with a small flame of passion can have it get snuffed out. Oftentimes, those with this pessimistic perspective are the same people who nitpick, make people disinterested and uncomfortable in the hobby. If we want this hobby to keep growing, as it is indeed growing, we need to be accepting, kinder, and open to new ideas. In short, if you're complaining about the hobby not being as popular as it should be, maybe the attitude is the problem. In this case, optimism is the best policy, and I believe strongly that the future of this hobby is very bright indeed. With trains starting to make a comeback in America, and are no doubt going to play a major transportation role in our future, the love of trains and by association model railroads will endure. If you enjoyed this video, check out my others, and leave a comment on what you think. This kind of video is new to me, and so far is pretty enjoyable to make. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.